Hello everybody, today I'm making a video on this 92 Chevy C1500 with the 350 TBI. So I'm just making a quick little video on the problem I've been having with this truck. The problem is that it's been surging up and down during cold starts. You would start it up and it would sometimes stall, and then it would have lack of power while taking off. It would bog down and hesitate badly. So basically the issue is that I've been having with this truck is the fuel injectors the whole entire time. So I'm going to explain to you what I did to come up to the assumption that the fuel injectors were bad, and maybe this is the problem you're having with yours if you are having the same issue. So I started out small by replacing small little parts. I started replacing sensors first. I replaced the mass airflow sensor, which is right there. Then I started out with a idle air control valve, and then the throttle position sensor, which you can't really see. It's on the side of the throttle body. I have the air filter on right now. I would have took it off, but my bad. Then we did an EGR valve, and then the EGR valve, it's like some sort of solenoid sensor thing that goes to the vacuum lines. We replaced that. Coolant temperature sensor, and then we also did a rebuild. I rebuilt the fuel injection. I did a new TBI gasket, like a diaphragm and everything for the fuel pressure regulator. New seals, new everything. Still didn't fix it. It was still having the same problems. We did a fuel pump. We did a fuel filter. That still, it helped it a little bit, but not fully. It was still running kind of the same, but it kind of helped a little bit. Like, those are probably small little problems that, you know, also could have been contributing to the same problem. And then we also replaced the intake manifold gaskets because they were leaking. I had a little bit of coolant that was puddling up right there, so I replaced those anyway, and that still didn't fix it either. And then it came down to the point where the truck started running really bad, because at that time I sold it to a buddy of mine and he was gonna tinker around with it, and I was just done with it. I was so fed up. I was like, I can't fix this problem, and I already have 2 other trucks, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna sell it off. So I sold it to a buddy. He couldn't figure it out really either, and then it started running really bad, and I bought it back from him. And then we replaced the fuel pump again because we put a cheap one in. So we put a whole sending unit and fuel pump in. It still didn't run quite right. It was still bogging down because at that time it actually kind of seemed like it was a fuel pump going bad, because the fuel pump sounded weaker than normal, and it was bogging down to the point it won't even drive. So yeah, we replaced that. It still didn't fix it. It was running crappy. And then I was like, there's nothing else it could be. It could be the injectors. It could be the regulator. It could be anything. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the junkyard. I went and got a fuel pressure regulator and 2 injectors. And the only reason I got the fuel pressure regulator is because I took it off and I noticed that it has an adjustment screw on it. Someone put a adjustable one inside there, and someone maxed the screw all the way out to the point where it broke like the piece around the screw that holds it. So I couldn't adjust it, and I was like, okay, this could be definitely causing an issue with the fuel injection. And I don't know whether having it all the way in or having it all the way out makes it lean or rich. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna replace it. So I got a stock one that has a little piece of solder over the end of the screw, and then I put 2 new injectors in that are, you know, working, and it fixed the issue. Put new injectors in it. That was the problem the whole time. So if you're having the issue where it bogs down slightly and hesitates and surges at idle, I would definitely check the fuel injection first. Check and make sure you have a good spray pattern. Check and make sure that you have good fuel pressure also, because fuel pump also was kind of an issue. I did notice it ran better with the fuel pump. So definitely check the fuel system first. And then these little sensors, you can replace them anyway, just out of maintenance, because they definitely wear out. Like the throttle position sensor, that definitely wears out. And also the EGR valve, because our EGR valve was bad and it wasn't holding. Like when you push the little thing inside and then you put your finger over the vacuum tube, it didn't stay open. So it was leaking, it needed replaced. But these are all the things I had to replace to get it to run good now. And we were honestly at the end there thinking it was the ECM. I actually have a new ECM for this thing, because what I noticed when I unplugged the mass airflow sensor, the truck ran great. It idled good. It had nothing. It ran very smooth. And then as soon as you like drive it around and then come to a stop, then it would stall out, because it has no way of being able to like check the air and fuel mixture or nothing like that, because it's through vacuum driven. So I was like, okay, it could be an ECM causing the problem. That's what we were thinking it was, but I threw those injectors in there just out of a last-ditch effort to see if it would fix it. and it turns out that's what it was. And this whole entire time, it never had a check engine light either, so it probably was just that. And now it runs great. You know, the truck's got a little bit of body damage on this side. My friend hit a fence with the truck when he had it, and then I had to put a new grill on it too, because I actually hit a deer with it, and I dented the fender right there a little bit. So yeah, I hit a deer with this thing a couple of weeks ago actually, but that's no big deal. Just got a new grill. The bumper didn't even get damaged at all, and I already got 2 new fenders coming for it, so that'll be fun to put in. But besides that, it's been pretty good. It does need some more work. It has a little oil leak from the oil pressure sensor on the back. Yeah, but that's not running too bad now. It actually, I'll fire it up. It runs great now. You'll see how good it runs. It's got 260,000 on it. Yeah, that oil pressure sensor is bad, and it leaks oil from it, so. Fires up, runs really smooth now. Doesn't surge anymore. I wish I would have filmed the video of how it ran before, but I never thought I would fix the issue. Yep. Turns out it was just the fuel injectors and the regulator at the same time. Of course, I flipped the lid on the air filter to get that intake noise. But yeah, I would definitely look forward into replacing your injectors on these trucks. Even if they're good, I would still replace them, because putting a new injectors in this thing definitely brought new life into the engine. It just gives it way more power. Yeah, we got a Flowmaster FX on here. It's a little rattly, but yeah, this truck is needs a little work. The exhaust is just touching right there, but yeah, it's not bad for a cheap truck. The interior is not bad. It's got some cracks in the dash though, but not bad. Original engine, transmission was rebuilt before. It's a 700 R4. Yeah, so I hope this video helps you guys out if you're having the same problem regarding the surging and bogging, because it definitely, fuel injectors definitely did it. Putting new injectors in definitely helped it. Yeah, you can see it revs up good now. It's got a little exhaust leak down there by the flange, but it's because the flange, the gasket's bad. Yep. So I would definitely check those injectors, make sure they're spraying good, and you should be in good shape. It should run good. So yeah, that's been it. That's the video on how I managed to fix this issue after 2 years of basically throwing parts at it, and yeah, finally got it going. Finally got it going good. So hopefully this video helps you guys out. So thank you for watching.